As we all know, wizards have pretty low health. Dying to a lone poison but surviving a fireball leaves him at just around 600 HP. A fireball and a zap will finish him off, and he'll also die to things like mini P.E.K.K.A.s and P.E.K.K.A.s in one shot. He's rather squishy, so his best usage case is on defense, where he can be protected from incoming attackers by other cards. This means to counter him, you're going to need to use spells, or to wait for him to cross the bridge. Using these spells might lead to you being baited, however, but we'll discuss that more later. He does a hefty 234 damage, allowing princesses, dark goblins, and minions all to be one-shot. These, consequently, are not good counters to him. He'll need 2 shots for anything above archers, which makes them an okay counter, but only when the crown tower is helping you out. He's really easy to kill when he's attacking, due to his low health, so really we just need to figure out how to kill him when he's defending. His highish damage means that his DPS is alright as well. It's more than a Mega Minion, Bandit, and Musketeer, but of course he does cost 5 elixir. This DPS is pretty high, but that doesn't really make him any harder to counter than he already was. DPS is a stat that becomes more effective with time, and the wizard's low health means that he's rarely around for a long amount of time. Using even an Ice Golem or a Barb Barrel on defense can fully counter him, which proves this point. Let's talk about Ladder for a sec. He's only a rare card in terms of rarity, meaning he's somewhat unique but not entirely basic. His speciality, of course, is his splash damage effect. Newer players love splash mechanics. They tend to not realise the power in spells, and instead run 3 to 4 splash cards in their deck to make up for this. Hence, when a new player gets a splasher that's relatively easy to level, also known as Wizard, they tend to max it out and make it seem a lot stronger than it actually is. At the time of recording this, Wizard has a 3% usage and 20% win rate in challenges. Both of these stats multiply by 3 to 4 times when you look at ladder stats. This just shows that there's a problem with his rarity, but personally I don't see it as game breaking. When he's overleveled, he'll start surviving poison spells or P.E.K.K.A. swings, 2 key interactions that we outlined at the start of this video. This is where he's sort of an issue. At even levels, he's balanced around dying to these things, so when it doesn't happen on ladder, then the wizard is experiencing a huge buff that is likely unintended. Combating this overleveling is, well, somewhat impossible for me to advise upon. Anyway, back to countering him generally. When he's on your opponent's side of the board, there's not too much you can do to him. You can spell him as we discussed before, but there are 2 problems with this. Sometimes he'll be higher level than your spells, meaning he'll actually just not die to the spell. Or in an even worse case scenario, your opponent will see that you've used this spell and then use another card that's weak to that spell and make you counter it without that spell, and really I'm just talking about which because I'm super triggered by it. If you wanted to change your deck to be countering wizards, you could focus on cheaper pushers. Wizards are more effective when they have a large clump of units to attack, so using a singular Hog Rider or Miner could see your opponent struggle for counters. If you really want to run beatdown, then try Lightning maybe. Instantly clearing the wizard from the board prevents him from countering your entire push, even if the wizard is at a higher level than your lightning spell. When he's attacking, he's very easy to counter. Dropping any unit of high health will counter him easily. Ice Golem, for example, will get a +3 trade on him. Even ranged units like Musketeers will get positive trades on him, and potentially leave you with a low health musket to push with too. Alone, he's easy to counter because of the crown tower, and most units will get a decent trade against him. Even behind a tank, he's not hard to counter. You'll just need a melee unit here. Barb Barrel, Knight, Ghost, Bandit, Mega Minion, Inferno Dragon, Lumberjack, Hunter, Valkyrie, and mini P.E.K.K.A. are all positive trades. Range units will not work because the 1 second spawn time gives the wizard a winning advantage. You can't use swarms here either because the wizard's splash is 360 degrees and will ruin your swarm. Melee units or spells are your only choices when the wizard's being tanked for, but here he's not exactly hard to counter. So to conclude, there are a few things you can switch up and use to deal with wizards. If you find yourself needing to get rid of him when he's defending, try running a lighter deck such as Miner or Hog so he's less effective. Or if you're dead set on running beatdown, even go heavier and run lightning to insta-wipe him. When he's attacking, just make sure that you have a sturdy melee unit like Barb Barrel or Knight to take him out. In my ladder decks, I tend to run mini P.E.K.K.A. to fill this role and he serves me rather well. I've also focused on leveling up my poison so I can get that positive trade on him, which is definitely something I recommend doing. Overall, I can see why overlevel wizards are annoying, but also I don't see them as a major problem like witches. But yeah boys, I hope this video helped you outdo these annoying wizards on ladder. Thank you all for watching, and peace.